Welcome to King Ikige 11. Beware of the peace mode. It's about love, kindness, with peace. Remember, the Most High is with us all. We are the new sensation.
I'm not a person that is schizophrenic. I'm not bipolar. I'm not mentally out of control. But I have a learning disorder, and I work with my learning disorder very well by this technology. You know, they got phones that I can talk on it and it write the words for me and spell out the words for me. I had a problem of spelling words. I have a problem by reading because I see things backwards.
What?
And upside down when I read through my mind. And only way I can remember things by shapes, signs, and symbols and colors and how it was placed. That's how I can remember things. I can't remember things like how other folks remember. I have to go by a certain smell or a certain way how it's sitting or a certain way how that scenery is for me to remember something. You know, if I'm walking and I know a certain place that I want to be around, I grab a stick and place that stick in that area and walk off. That's the only way I can remember that spot. See, I got a learning this, so I just can't look at it like I remember that and I'm gonna go and leave. Then I come back and I can't never find that spot because that's my learning disorder. That's how I'm disabled, and that's why I'm under a disability, because when I was a child, I was kidnapped. I was kidnapped from my real mama. My real mother was murdered. And they did something, the kidnappers did something to my mind. They tortured me. They stuck me with many needles in my little leg, all in my arms. That's the only thing I remember through my clairvoyance. I can remember when they were sticking me with all those needles when I was a little bitty child. They murdered my mama. They had her tied up and they throw water in her face and they tortured her. They put things in her mouth and they raped her. They beat her and they tormented her. And that's the way they killed her. And then they throwed her in a water like a pond. Right? They hid her body in water. Her spirit always is with me. She guides me. She tells me, because I have a gift of communicating with spirits, because I'm a natural born shaman. I come from my blood comes from a tribe of native Indians, past the Indians in the 1800s. These Indians that I'm connected to came from the stars of the constellation of Orions. I'm a star seed indigo empath. You know, they are the star peoples. They not the Indians that was walking on earth. They the Indians that came from the stars, came from the heavens. Right? That's what lineage I'm from. And they was under Levite. Right? They was all high priests. They were shamans. That's who the real Levite tribe is, of shamans, right? And I'm here to tell the truth. And the black Indians are the Israelites. And they pro-fathers and pro-mothers in the ethers, they are what they call Hebrew, because it's a planet called Hebrew, right? And they came from there because Hebrew means God seed. They are in Genesis when God has said, behold, man now is God's. He was talking about the mighty. They are the mighty peoples. They didn't speak about the women's in the Genesis as the mighty man, the gnomes. They are the black Indian star seeds, the gnomes. Some was large like giants, and some was not giants. Some had spiritual, supernatural abilities to make them be giants because they was powerful and supernatural strength. And they fought against these reptilians, these Draco dragons, and these demonic giants that like to eat peoples. My tribe, the one destroyed those evil peoples off this earth, and they erased history. But the Native Americans, peoples like the Obi Indian tribe, the Ant tribe, the Blackfoot tribe, and the Apache, the Chickasaw, right, and the Mayans, they kept those secrets, and they carved it on ancient hieroglyphs in mountains in Arizona and spots like that about my ancestors. They are the people that came from the Atlantis. Atlantis it was not on Earth. The Atlantis is on the higher Earth realm. And you got other places that was spoken by legends, like the golden cities and crystal cities. All that is in the earth, the higher earth, not this lower earth we in. Earth have multiples of earths, like we have multiples of ourselves in these dimensions. But yes, I like to share that with you all. I'm not insane. These peoples was telling the courts and the spiritual courts, physical courts and spiritual courts, saying that I'm not worthy to have all this inheritance, spiritual inheritance and physical inheritance. But I'm speaking up for myself. I'm not out of my mind. I'm not a person that can't handle money. I can handle money. I handle my responsibilities. I'm on my own right now. I'm an emperor on my own. I'm paying bills. I'm saving my money because I'm learning how I always been active on being independent. I have a comic mother and a comic father that been lying to people that I can't hold up on my own, and it's lies because they throw stumbling blocks in my way all the time because they know since birth I was chosen to be a superstar. Bye-bye.